Well, I'm back out on the track with the new Hunt wheels. If I'm slightly out of breath, it's because I've just been up one of the hardest climbs that I do on my routes. It's Fountain Road, up past Park Slip. I know for some people it's quite easy, but for me it's hard work. We do have a mountain called the Bull close to here. It's one of the most challenging climbs. People come from all over to ride it. And one of the professionals that trains in this area refers to the Fountain Road as the Mini Bull. So I don't feel too bad. And I am absolutely drenched. The weather has been all over the place. The forecast at 8 o'clock said no rain until 12. By 20 to 9 I got a message from the same weather app on my phone saying rain starting in 28 minutes. I do have the most incredible knack. Because when I came out, there was no rain. By the time I'd pushed the bike out past the house and out to the road, it was torrential. Thinking of renting myself out to drought-stricken countries. Because all I have to do is pick up a camera or get on a bike and it will rain. In fact, I even joke, most people's weather app says rain will stop at, and it gives a time. My weather app says rain will stop 2 minutes after you get home from your ride. And the weather has been wet, windy and cold for the last 4 or 5 weeks. I've got a lot of friends still in South Africa, and on Facebook yesterday they were posting pictures of snow with a daytime high of 7 degrees. Now, most people in South Africa consider it to be really cold in winter when you have a daytime high of 16 degrees. Another report in the paper this morning saying that the heat wave they promised us for July was actually a lie, and that it's going to stay wet and cold for the rest of the month. And right next to it is another report from a different paper saying that July has been the hottest, the first week of July has been the hottest week on record. I don't want to be a cynic, because I think we should care for the planet, but really? Anyway, back to the wheels, because that's what you're really tuned in for. Regular watchers will know that I put the wheels on and I went out for a ride and I felt like the wheels were oval. And I was worried I'd have to send them back. And I don't want to do that, because it's a pain having to box them up, and you have to take your cassette off again, the one that you've just put on, take the disc rotors off, put your other wheels back together if you want to ride the bike. I think there's a bit of an optical illusion here. It looks like you're going uphill. You seem to always be trying to get bigger gears. So I didn't really look at the bike for a couple of days because the Jolly Blue Giant was in the stand having its 11-speed upgrade. Anyway, after a couple of days I put it in the stand and I looked at the gap between the wheel and the down tube, and you could see that gap changing significantly. So I tried again and it looked like the wheel was straight, so it was just that the tyre wasn't fitted properly. And that worried me, because I've fitted tyres before and I've never got it wrong. A serious headwind at the moment. Still, I'm going to turn the corner in a minute. Let's hope it's better on the way back. Turned the corner and I'm still riding into a headwind. Not many people can do that. But the thing that worried me was in the wheel spec. And bearing in mind, these are advertised as gravel wheels. It said 22mm internal rim width for wide tyres up to 32mm. But then further down in the description it said tyres up to 32mm or wider, including 50mm. And I bought them on that basis, really, because the Von Traeger wheels that I took off had a 17mm internal rim width, and it comes standard with 40mm tyres, and I'm running 38mm. So I took the tyre off, reseated it, pumped it up to about 9 bar, which is the maximum inflation on this. It tells you on the side of the tyre, and it popped and cracked and everything seems fine now. So the wheel is round. What a bonus. I don't know enough about it to tell you whether they're lively or any of those things that reviewers talk about. They feel more lively to me because they're stronger, and that means I'm not afraid to use some power if I want to, and they roll quite nicely. But they're wheels. That's what wheels do. I mean, they look nice, and everybody knows something that looks nice performs better than something that doesn't. After I bought them, there was a YouTube video of somebody talking about a lot of quality control issues with hunt wheels. It's funny, really. You only ever find those things after you bought them. Anyway, apparently quality control has been taken care of. And these wheels even had a little tag on them. A handwritten name of the bloke who built them and his signature. I don't know what that's for. Perhaps I can ring him up and give him a bollocking. if anything goes wrong with them.